Alright, Josh here, and welcome to another episode of our Pokemon VGC 2019 Basketball Live series. Now, in the last episode, we didn't do too great, sadly. We went 1 and 2, which is not the best. But I'm gonna try and find an opponent now, actually, because it takes ages. Yeah, and I was feeling a little bit like down about the team after the end of that episode. So I decided to go back and properly, like I don't often go back. We're still in the 1700s, that's not bad. I decided to go back and kind of like watch what I did. And the first game we lost was kind of. My opponent was like in the 1800s, and I played maybe a bit too standard. I probably should have gone for some more reads, so that was on me. But the last game was Groudon Yveltal, and I think it was just a really rough matchup. I could have helped it by bringing Katana, which I didn't, and maybe I could have changed that. But I felt like I was just in a really bad spot the entire time, which is not good. But anyway, today we're gonna try and do something different. We have Yveltal Kyogre. My opponent's got Talonflame. Ooh, we do like Talonflame. The Toxicroak. Oh, the Toxicroak's not ideal, is it? Don't really have much for Toxicroak, actually. I like Raichu here, just for that fast fake out. Incineroar's not looking too great, although Solgaleo isn't looking too great. Although, you know, setting up Trick Room would be quite nice. Primarina. Toxicroak's a bit of a pain for Primarina. I think maybe Tailwind's the best way to go. I'm definitely bringing Katana 100%. I have to be very, very careful of Talonflame. Should I bring Primarina? It seems... If I get rid of Katana... If I get rid of Katana and Toxicroak, then Primarina does well. I have to get rid of Katana though. I mean, we can get rid of Katana, or we can nuzzle it, or we can do something to it. Yeah, let's just try that. Not long. This is the second last episode till we swap to the Moon series, which is going to be very interesting, and I'm not going to get much practice in, as I'm still away. I'm going to try and practice the last few days before I go on holiday, and then I have like 2 days probably before I can record when I get back to sort out some teams. Although, wait a minute, Katana Yveltal. I'm just thinking my opponent, like, both of these two can Tailwind, which is not ideal. Like, I feel like. I kind of want to fake out the Yveltal and Tailwind, because I don't think maybe a Leaf Blade does knock out Raichu, but Knockoff definitely knocks out Raichu. I don't want to lose Raichu just yet. Oh, Katana switches out. Okay, into Incineroar. Okay, I don't really mind that. And Yveltal protects, okay. We go for Tailwind. And we now have this advantage of speed. So I'm going to try and knock off the Incineroar. And I'm going to try and Volt Switch the Yveltal, although I'm a bit scared of a knockoff into Raichu. Into Yveltal, probably? Oh, it's into Raichu. That's not ideal. I wanted to get the lovely Primarina in. And Yveltal Tailwind. Okay. I'm tempted to knock off the Incineroar again. I feel like. Now I'm going to knock off you, and I'm going to Volt Switch you. Yveltal might protect. One thing I really need to do is nuzzle the Katana. That's very important that we nuzzle the Katana. Very, very important. My opponent is going to have an extra turn of Tailwind as well, so I have to be a little bit careful. I'm going to get some nice damage on this anyway. That's definitely not AV, which is nice to know. I feel like you probably U-turn out with Incineroar here. I'm gonna bring in Primarina anyway, because it probably U-turns into Katana, which is kind of annoying, but you know, into Primarina. Yeah, that's fine. And you U-turn, I would say. Black glasses, guessing. Black glasses, and it just knocks off actually. Okay, well that's all right. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna sucker punch you, and I'm gonna hyper voice. Sucker punch won't knock it out, but it's fine. I feel like you swap Incineroar into something, or try and KO Primarina. Yeah, Katana. Kyogre. Well, if this doesn't KO me... Okay, we know all my opponent's Pokemon now. I'm a bit worried that that's Scarf Kyogre. Although, because you've got Tailwind, maybe not. I Sucker Punch, it's not going to KO. Oh, it is going to KO. Oh, it was a crit. Oh, that mattered, that mattered. Apologies to my opponent there, that definitely mattered. I'm going to get single target Hyper Voice off, which is going to do a lot of damage. No, it's not. That did nothing. Oh yeah, because I lost the choice specs, yeah, of course. That was funny. It's gonna do a lot. Net. Okay, my opponent has lost the ability to Tailwind though, which is, you know, super nice. I am gonna... This is my opponent's turn of Tailwind when I don't have Tailwind, so it's very important that I protect Veltor, and... I mean, I am gonna lose. I am going to lose my Primarina here, but I'm just going to try and get some damage off. Katana gets the +1, so... Which is kind of annoying, but... Actually, we are going to see with Kyogre's Scarf, which is nice to know. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, that's good to know. I kind of want Primarina to go down, because I want to get Raichu in. Okay, nice. Well... Yeah, I think Raichu's better because I could bring Katana in, but my opponent can just easily switch into Incineroar, which I don't want. Which we don't want, my friends. Yveltal is at -1, I think, yeah. I'm going to knock off the Kyogre, and we're just going to fake out the Katana. This is going to... this is gonna be quite close. If I can nuzzle the Katana, that would put me in a good spot. Like, that's very important. Okay, I'm guessing it's AB then. Another crit! That obviously did nothing. This is gonna do a lot even at -1. Wow, that did so much damage. Origin Pulse, it was Trace Spec, so this shouldn't KO Raichu. Do you know what though? I'm going to knock off the Kyogre, because it might switch. And I'm going to nuzzle the Katana, which is obviously very important, like I said. Yeah, that's why I didn't Sucker Punch. That's why I didn't Sucker Punch, my friends. That's exactly why I didn't Sucker Punch. Nuzzle this thing. Obviously not going to do a lot of damage, but it's nice getting rid of whatever it's speed, kind of, and it does still smell fabulous, so it's not ideal. Okay, this Beast Boost is not ideal either. Now I bring Katana in. I have to protect, which is kind of annoying, but I don't think I really have a choice, because I can't afford to get faked out and Sacred Sworded. And then I could be in a bit of a pickle. I need to get some damage on this Incineroar. I'm nuzzling Incineroar. Then I think a double Katana. This is going to be... This is going to come down to the wire. Yeah, because then you get the fake out next turn. Not smart. But that's why I didn't want to KO that slot, because you would have just got the free switch in, which I really didn't want. Unless... Yeah, okay, nice. Unless Katana switches into Incineroar, which would be bad. Ah, I went for Raichu. Okay, that's not ideal at all. think I'm going to Sacred Sword Katana. I think I'm going to Sacred Sword Katana. I think we lose this. That was a good play, going for Raichu. That's what my opponent needed to do, really. Obviously a power would be super nice, but it's going to... Oh, that's rough. Because if I knocked out the... Let's just go into Incineroar. If I knocked out the... Yeah, Incineroar's going to be... I can't really beat Incineroar now. Unless I get this KO. Nah, nowhere near. It's bulky. Yeah, that's game. Sadly, that's game. I needed to... Yeah, I needed a power, really. It's impossible. I can't take 3 with with 1 HP. Maybe with full. If yeah, but because my opponent still had Incineroar, I don't know. Maybe Primarina was not the correct mon to bring. Maybe I should have still brought Solgaleo. Although Solgaleo just wasn't ideal against Yveltal. Yveltal is definitely still a bit of an issue for this team. Definitely, because. Yeah, I just obviously my Yveltal doesn't really hit it that well. Raichu hits it a bit, but I mean my Raichu's not exactly like super offensive. It's more like supportish. So yeah, I don't know. I might watch that back actually, because at times it felt all right, but yeah, I don't know. Let's have the classic. And hopefully it doesn't take too long to find a point. We actually found that first point really quickly. That was the quickest I found anyone in ages. Thank God. Hello, opponents. Nah, I'm going to come back with the next battle. Yay, we found someone from Japan with a 15-something. Whoa, with dragons. Lots of dragons. And I don't have Xerneas. Yay. And Groudon. Yay, another fun thing. Actually, this is actually kind of bad. Like Kieran White kind of does a number on Yveltal, doesn't it? Oh, actually, this is not good, is it? Like Solgaleo seems good, but it's not really that good. Katana can put in some work, that's for sure. Katana can definitely put in some work. I think I'm gonna want to Tailwind and try and sweep with Katana. Katana beats Kieran White, kind of. I'm not sure Smart Strike will knock it out, but it'll do a lot. Katana beats kind of Groudon. It beats Lele. Incineroar's a bit of a pain. Don't want to bring. Like Primarina would. Primarina's okay, to be fair. Do I want to set up Trick Room though? Do I want Incineroar? I think Raichu might be good for. One thing that is annoying is that my focus actually is going to get broken. I think I'm going to bring Solgaleo and try and set up Trick Room. Okay, well I did click the 4, so hopefully I didn't run out of time. This is a bit awkward. This is a little bit awkward. This kind of depends. God damn! I wish I was playing Xerneas Kyogre against this team right now. It would completely destroys it. Although I guess my opponent has that dodgy Ninetales, you know, with the Salmon's Groudon. That's not the worst thing we could have seen, I guess. I'm gonna get Intimidated, which is not ideal. But we fake out Mence and Tailwind, I think. Salmon's faster than Yveltal. What's Salmon's base speed? Is it base 100? I feel like it's 100. I'm tempted to knock off Groudon and fake out. And then Tailwind. Because if I Tailwind this turn, my opponent's just going to Tailwind the turn after, and I can't really just knock out Mence, and then it'll be a bit awkward. Kind of like the last game where my opponent had one turn of Tailwind more than me. So I might do that instead. Oh, Groudon just switches out, okay. Into Lele. I'm kind of okay with that. That's fine. I'm gonna get a lot of damage on Lele. And Solomon's protects. Okay. Really okay with that. Obviously that's not gonna happen, and knockoff is gonna do a lot to Lele. Yeah. It was choice scarf, Lele. I'm just thinking, does Volt Switch get Lele from here? It's kind of close. Where do I Volt Switch into? Volt Switch into Katana. I don't think Salmon's is going to go for Flamethrower on Raichu, is it? I'm going to Tailwind this turn. If my opponent goes Flamethrower on Raichu, I will literally, I will cry. I think Salmon's goes for Tailwind, surely. Please get Lele. Okay, that's nice. Well done, Raichu. My little friend. My little yellow friend. Or do I bring Solgaleo just to be safe? I feel like Katana's safe. Unless this is like the greatest read of all time and you Flamethrower Raichu. I think it's just Tailwind. It should just be Tailwind. I'm faster than the men's. Okay, so it's not like max speed. Okay. That's nice, obviously. So what I'm probably going to do now is double the men's slot. You probably... yeah, Groudon comes back in. I think Groudon protects and Salmon's goes for Flamethrower on Katana. Like, you've got to be a bit worried. So if I knock off and Smart Strike men's, that should get it. That should get it, really. I mean, knockoff's going to do like 30, 40-ish, I guess, because I'm intimidated. And Smart Strike should pick it up from there, I guess. I hope. Yeah, okay, nice. Whew. And then we should be at +1, obviously. Let's see how much this does. If it does over 50, I think we're golden. Yeah, I think we should get it from there. This is so strong. Okay, perfect. Perfect turn. I don't get the beast boost, but that's okay. Oh, it was expert belt. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think if you're running Salmons in this format, though, you kind of have to be Roselia Berry. What's the last? Oh, it is the Kyurem. I'm a bit worried about that thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about that. I think I'm gonna double Groudon though. Who have I got in the back? I've got Solgaleo. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna double Groudon. Kyurem is a threat, but Groudon is more of a threat. Like, if I just get rid of Groudon, okay, my opponent just forfeits. But obviously then, although, I mean, that wasn't over because Kyurem can... Fusion Flare will beat Solgaleo. But I suppose if I got the KO on Groudon there, if I get the KO on Groudon, and then... yeah, I think it would have been alright with Solgaleo in that. That was kind of a scary... That could have been very scary. If my opponent got Tailwind up without us getting Tailwind... Oh, look how... It's so bad. You know, I prefer being a bit, like... I don't want to say lower on the ladder, but you know when you're higher up, it's like... You kind of want to keep your points, and then it's like you would lose one game and you drop by like 30, win one, and go up by like 15. So annoying. Okay, my opponent's running Raindeer with Torn. So, you know, we know how to play against this team, pretty much. Yveltal Raichu is usually my go-to. I always like bringing Solgaleo to this, and I like bringing Katana as well. And I think I'm just going to go for that. I don't really see a reason not to. Moongus is a bit of an issue, as always. Incineroar's really not that good. Primarina. I mean, if my opponent goes Tailwind and I go Trick Room... It could be quite good. Yeah, but that's if my opponent goes Tailwind, because if they don't go Tailwind, they get flipping a Moongus out, then that would be annoying. The thing about a Veltol as a thingy setter as well, as a Tailwind setter, is that we can't be prankster taunted, which is very nice indeed. Okay, so we know how this team works. We know how this team works, my friends, definitely. But Amoonguss is a serious an issue. I think if I was to like spend some more time building this team, I'll probably get rid of Primarina for something else. And I might, and since I would do that, I'd probably put Zen Headbutt on Solgaleo. I think it could be. I think it's quite important. It's Xerneas Amoonguss. So yeah. I mean, what I want to do is fake out Xerneas. If my opponent. If my opponent. Oh wait, this is actually this could be quite bad. I mean, you either Rage Powder away the attacks, or you Spore. Spore would be so bad. Spore would be so bad. I think I fake out Amoonguss and knock off Amoonguss, to be honest. I'm scared of Spore. I'm really scared of Spore. This is not the best lead. It's Rage Powder or Spore. And Xerneas can potentially go for a Geomancy. Okay, that's so nice, that's so nice. I'm glad my opponent didn't Geomancy. They could have gone for it as well. They could have gone for it. This is obviously going to do a lot. Knockoff doesn't get the KO though, sadly. I wish it did. Oh wow, it does so much damage though. What I could do is is Volt Switch Amoonguss and knock off Xerneas though. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Now Volt Switch should get Amoonguss, and I do get to knock it off, which is really nice. Unless they just choose to attack, which they probably should do. I'm going to bring in Solgaleo because Katana, even though I want to bring Katana in, my opponent can easily bring in Incineroar in. And then I'm intimidated. Obviously I don't want to be intimidated. Does my opponent just attack? I would just attack. I would just Moonblast Veltol. Nope, they go for the Geomancy. That's not what you should do there, really. I mean, yeah, that's not what you should really do. Like, now I'm in a good spot. Like, whatever comes, it is Incineroar. Okay, so that's fine, because what I would do here is Tailwind and just protect. I don't want to take unnecessary damage on Solgaleo. And if I Tailwind, I've got speed advantage. And we can presume my opponent's last Pokemon is Katana or Kyogre. So we can Tailwind. And I'll just protect, just in case Incineroar attacks. He should fake out Solgaleo here though. Yeah. I don't take any chip because Xerneas still does a lot to Solgaleo still. Geomancy! Do you reckon he protects here, Xerneas? Do you reckon Xerneas protects? I'd protect Xerneas if I was my opponent, 100%. I'd protect Xerneas and knock off Solgaleo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Sucker Punch the Xerneas just to get a bit of chip to put it in range of Smart Strike, because I think Smart Strike might just Please don't tell me I could have KO'd the Xerneas. You should surely protect Xerneas here. Okay, my opponent is Fearless, apparently. Okay. That's kind of fine. Ah, super powered, which is kind of annoying. Could have killed Xerneas. I don't understand. That did so much damage, by the way. Wow. I don't think that made a lot of sense, to be honest. Like, actually, that kind of puts me in a bad spot in a way. I guess I still just Leaf Blade Sunsteel Strike. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that Incineroar switches in for Kyogre, which it probably does. Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, you should have really protected Xerneas that turn. I don't know. That was a bit weird. I went neg 1 with Solgaleo, but I still think it gets Xerneas. I mean, it's so strong, and I'm expert built. And now it protects. Now it's fearless. Nice to get a bit of chip on his anyway. I'm going to protect Katana because my focus slash is important. You should really focus down Katana if Kyogre's your last. For sure. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. Yeah, 2 right. 2 right. Oh, it's sub Xerneas. Oh, that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Okay, well, at least I know he hasn't got Dazzling Gleam. This was a weird game because I could have got rid of that Xerneas ages ago, which is kind of annoying. If it's... I'm really worried about it being Scarf Kyogre as well. I feel like I really need to save Katana. I'm gonna go for the Xerneas. I need to get rid of this Xerneas. I need to get rid of this Xerneas. He'll protect now. Oh, he doesn't protect. Okay, that's going into Raichu. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, now we get rid of the thing, finally. I'm gonna get knocked off of Flare Blitz. Probably knocked off. That was smart. I can't believe I could have got that. If I got rid of that Xerneas like X turns ago, 2 turns ago or whatever, it would have been this would have been a lot safer. Kyogre's back in. Obviously, I have to bring Katana in, and I get intimidated, which is not ideal at all. Although I just double protect. I double protect, superpower, and Leaf Blade. Right. I'm so glad I kept that focus sash intact. Like, that was so important. That's so important. I think we win this. I mean, next turn, let's say it's Scarf. I KO with Leaf Blade, I superpower Incineroar. Solgaleo should live a Water Spell. Oh, McAfee, seriously? Seriously? I don't even have you. I have McAfee for some reason, the internet security thing. But I've not even got it properly installed. I don't know how the hell it's on my computer. How surreal. Obviously I did install it at some point, but I don't remember. And you think that's Solgaleo? Interesting. And it goes for Scald. Also interesting. And the rain's gone, which is very, very good. So, I mean, I'm tempted to double Kyogre, but I'm going to Leaf Blade just to be safe. And we're going to superpower. I swear to God, if Incineroar Flare Blitzes and I get burnt, Katana. Okay, it's not it's not Scarf and it didn't protect, so I'm guessing it's Specs. I know we can't lose. This was a yeah, there was a couple of turns that were a bit weird, but I'm glad we kind of clutched it out. Keeping the focus sash on Katana was really important. Wow, that did so much damage. Wow, that was at neg 1 as well. I wasn't expecting to do that much. And it's 50% break, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, you Flare Blitz Katana now, which would put you in range for another superpower, and Sacred Sword will pick it up as long as I don't get burned. And for the focus sash, worst case scenario, I get burnt. But I think that's in range of a superpower anyway. Nah, and it's just game. Oh well, GG. That was scary for. There was a couple of minutes. There was a few scary, like when my opponent didn't protect the Xerneas that turn. I could have just KO'd it, which was kind of annoying. And the turn, but that U-turn play they did was really good. I respect that a lot. And if it was Scarf Kyogre, I'm kind of guessing it was. Could have been Specs because, I mean, you should really protect there. You should, if you've got protect, you should protect there and Flare Blitz Katana. And if you Scarf, obviously, you would have just attacked, but it wasn't Scarf because Katana outsped. So yeah, that was alright. Anyway, cheers for watching this episode. Ooh, my chair's going. My chair's going. My chair's going. It's knackered, my chair. Anyway, cheers for watching this episode, guys. Come back and check out the next episode, which will be the last episode of the Sun series, which is really surreal, but hey ho. Anyway, cheers for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you all in a bit.